Welcome back to Judo Breakdowns, your source for judo commentary on the internet. And what I have for you today is a match from the Grand Slam in Tel Aviv 2022 in the men's under 66 division between Isaiah Ramirez from the USA and Gusman Kyrgyzbayev from Kazakhstan. And so they're just looking at each other right now, about to get their grips, and we'll join them in action. So right now we're seeing Isaiah with the same side grip going for the drop, but well anticipated by Gusman and turning counterclockwise to get out of it. A little bit far from for the first one, but just showing it at this point. Something always gets into mind. Yeah, and Isaiah goes for the left. So the same throw, but the different direction from the first attack. Keeps to keep Gusman guessing as to which way Isaiah will go. Once again, goes to the left, but not as much of a turn, only about a quarter turn there. But we're seeing good activity so far from Isaiah. And Gusman here, let's see what Gusman has. He's being a bit more defensive, and yeah. So I would anticipate probably a penalty is upcoming, yeah, for not attacking, and there we have it. So Gusman is gets the Shido for being passive, and once again another drop. You gotta worry a little bit about those because that's not too credible, and he might be putting himself in a bad position in terms of getting thrown or. Yeah, another one. That one was a lot better. And I like the follow-up with the leg. So he got in. It wasn't happening, and he switched to attacking the leg. Would like to see a drive off of that, though, right? So getting the leg out in and of itself only does so much, right? So you have to kind of spring into it for it to work. Or the first attack has to be so credible that the counter reaction is strong enough that the leg blocking it gets at least the Rosari, right? So right now, still not a ton of it. Okay, well, nice step on all the way through by Gusman there, avoiding the. It's got a very high over the back grip, going for the Sumigesh. I always worry about those extremely bent over the back grips. Yeah, you're gonna get penalized, and Isaiah gets penalized. But also, hard to really be engage in active defense when you're so bent over. So, I don't think that should count because Isaiah was the one that attacked, and I don't know if there was a clean point where Gusman reversed it, so I don't expect that to be a Wazari, and I don't think it has been called that, but maybe in a past life or in a different tournament they might have called that a Wazari, but Isaiah showing a few things. That left Taitoshi there. Really low, nice and low, but like 90-10 on the right leg. Like to see that be a little bit more spread between the two legs, and show the rotational power in the upper body. Oh, nice Uchimata attempt by Gusman there, and into the Juji Katami. And are we gonna see? No, I don't think so. Okay, that was close though. It's pretty slick by Isaiah there. And right now, but that Uchimata was probably one of the most credible attacks so far in this match, out of everything. Look pretty close. I think there's probably room there for Gusman to try that again. That could be a false attack. like you're almost like horizontal by the time you even got to him, and that's the penalty exactly. Yeah. Oh, and we've got some medical. Let's just fast forward here. Okay. We're back. Back in business. So only about 30 seconds left. Oh, that was quite close. It looked like an Uchi, left Uchi by Isaiah. Almost got reversed, and the Wazari could have been called for Gusman there. Isaiah now finds himself down Ashido. Oh my goodness, the scramble is so scary in terms of the speed of it all. Isaiah really pouring it on there in terms of the last few seconds. I mean, this is effectively golden score, right? Like if somebody scored something, it'd basically be over. So, sort of makes sense to act with the urgency. They're just gonna go right into golden score anyway. So, yeah. So resetting. So golden score. Anything is everything here. Let's see how this all plays out. Would like to see a biggie point, of course, but you know, as a competitor, you gotta win is a win, right? So, oh, that could have been it. That could have. I'm not sure how he landed exactly. If they're gonna call that Wazari. No. Okay, so we're gonna keep going here. And the sleeve attack. Okay, I'm not really liking that attack from Isaiah, to be honest. I think he's being a little bit too predictable at this point, and you know, would like to see, yeah, a bit of a changing it up. Yeah, so the same left drop is happening. Just pull out the filthiest of stuff. You know, this is what it's what you got to do. This looks like there's a penalty to come. Oh, for stepping out. Okay. That's it. Okay, so Gusman wins on penalties. That's a tough loss for Isaiah, who had been working pretty hard in this match. Gusman was also working hard too, but you know, I think that the lion's share of the activity was definitely coming from Isaiah. Though the issue really isn't that the activity level isn't there. It's sort of the credibility of the attacks weren't high, right? Like nothing really was, you know, like if you were to put percentages on each attack, right? Like, okay, how many of those attacks would you say crossed the 50% likelihood of getting a throw? Not many, right? Maybe none. Maybe only one, right? And you know, the activity is there, so maybe what could be good is to look at look at each throw and think, okay, how could I up the likelihood of getting a throw on a net basis, right? So that one, you know, you walk away with a win, right? So Gusman, for his part, he basically just kept his nose clean long enough to like have Isaiah penalty out, and it wasn't even they were all different penalties too. So it's sort of you know, he just kept his nose clean, and it was just defensive and offensive just enough, but he never really got himself in too much trouble either, right? So congratulations to him. I mean, you know, that's the way the game goes. You know, better luck to Isaiah for the next time around. But Gusman advances. And those are my thoughts. If you have any of your own that you'd like to add, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. And until next match, have a great night.